And finally, new rule, call me crazy, but before I put your meat in my mouth, I'd like to know where it's been.
Yeah.
Now, the 4th of July is coming up, and I don't eat meat often, but who can resist a little pink slime when you're toasting the red, white, and blue? So it's really bad timing that the Republican-led House just voted this week to get this, end the requirement that meat labels have to tell us, the consumers, where the shit is from. How do you write that law in a way that explains it's good for people? What do you name it? The Freedom From Information Act? The Don't Worry Your Pretty Little Head About It Act? I think I found the perfect slogan for the Republican Party, combining their two great goals, erasing meat labels and repealing the estate tax. And that slogan is, eat shit and die. Kidding. Now, since 2005, we've had a law that says when a supermarket sells beef, the label has to say where it came from. Look, here's a package of underpants. There's a label on it, tells you where it's from, Honduras. They are the underwear makers par excellence. Here's a pound of ground beef, or whatever. Where did it come from? Fuck you is where it came from. If the beef lobby had its way, there'd be nothing on the label but a picture of a cow with huge tits killing itself. Now, since the anti-labeling bill hasn't quite become law yet, this one still tells you where it comes from. It says, product of Australia, USA, Nicaragua, and New Zealand. Come on, no cow is that well-traveled. But a single hamburger today can contain meat from 100 cows. So it's more than just delicious, it's a beef-based gangbang in your mouth. Come on, shouldn't you be able to know that? Next time you hear Republicans say they want to protect you from burdensome regulations, this is what they mean. But this isn't really deregulation. This is reverse regulation. Regulations are supposed to protect people from corporations, not corporations from people. Remember this asshole? Senator Jim Inhofe, the guy who brought a snowball into Congress to prove global warming is a hoax. Well, he's pretty tired of NASA studying climate and using data to badmouth carbon. So he's threatening to hold hearings on NASA bias and says, people are going to hear the other side of the story. Yes, we need to balance the facts with the anti-facts. Because we're the United States of you don't want to know. Here in California, we had a GMO labeling, not banning, just labeling proposition once, and people gave it a resounding hell no, we don't want to know. 64 countries label GMOs. Saudi Arabia does it. They cover women from head to toe, but everybody wants to know what's in their food. Not here. 7 states have laws making it a crime to film inside a slaughterhouse. Because when someone did that and people saw cows too sick to stand being pushed into the food supply with a forklift, it resulted in the largest meat recall in history. So naturally, the answer to that problem was ban the filming. It's weird. In America, everyone is under constant surveillance, except livestock. They apparently need total privacy. Never see a chicken on TMZ. Remember a few years ago when this chart made the rounds on the internet showing how big the chickens we eat have gotten? And some people wanted to know why. Well, it's the same reason the baseball players got big for a while, isn't it? Maybe you should stop being so nosy and just relax, because when consumers know things, they tend to make informed choices, and that could affect corporate profits. So, I'm sorry, but your right to know something is always going to be outweighed by their right to hide it from you. Because in America, You can be armed, just not with the facts.